Hello and welcome to episode 4 of my 11-year-old thoughts. I'm DManKins and here's...
Cool Dad. So what are we going to call this episode?
Let's call it Phobia.
Phobia.
Yeah, and listeners, that will make sense as we get through this podcast.
DManKins, are you ready?
I was born ready.
Let's go. Right, DManKins. Questions from the listeners. We've done this in every podcast that we've had, and we've got a couple of good questions today.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, the first one come in from someone called Merefish.
Merefish.
I don't know who Merefish is, but what nickname would you give them?
What?
That'll be something to do with fish, I suppose.
Fish.
Fish.
Ooh, I've got a pretty good
Go on
one.
then.
Chips, like fish and chips.
Oh, I do like fish and chips.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's called them chips. So
Alright.
Chips says, what superpower would you have and why?
Superpower. Let's go with, how about telekinesis?
Telekinesis?
Yeah, because like you can like control anything with like your mind or your eyes. Like you could you can like move a glass, you can impress your friends, like the Force, you can like be Darth Vader.
Oh, what, like in Star Wars?
Yeah.
I'm going to use the Force.
Yeah.
Good answer. But what if that question was worded a bit differently? If you could choose a superhero to be, who would it be?
A superhero.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man.
I like Spider-Man. I wouldn't choose Spider-Man, but why would you choose Spider-Man?
I'd choose Spider-Man because he can pretty much fly with his webs. It's pretty much the same thing. And he can like trap people with his webs. He can climb up walls. He's got like super good parkour skills. It would be pretty cool to be like Peter Parker.
Right, okay, fair one. I would be Superman.
Superman.
Yes, he can fly, he can go into space, he can go underwater, he's like super strong, he's got laser eyes, he can blow a candle out from 100 miles away. I think that's pretty good skills.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Top skills.
Yeah.
And the second question we've had in this week comes from someone called Duncan Stringfellow 12.
Duncan, that's a strange name.
I don't know who Duncan Stringfellow 12 is, but what nickname would you give him? I'd go for the stripper.
The stripper.
You're too young to understand that, but for the older listeners at home, they'd probably have a little laugh there.
Okay. Isn't there a bird called a toucan?
Toucan? No, you mean a toucan.
Yeah, a toucan. So maybe toucan. What about Stringfellow? How about instead of string, we can have rope? Like rope. How about rope?
Nicknamed rope dressing room.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Right, and well, Rope says, you mentioned Pennywise in one of your episodes.
Yeah.
What are your top 5 fears?
Ooh, that's...
Listeners normally ask 3 things, but this person asked 5. I think it's a bit cheeky.
Yeah, that's quite a lot this time.
And at number 5 is...
Number 5, I would go with claustrophobia.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, those two... I went in like this cave once. It was really, really tight.
Oh, I've seen some video clips where people go in caves.
I hated it.
They're only just big enough for them to get in.
Like, what about the poor fat people? They'll probably die.
You get jammed halfway and then in 100 years' time, someone finds you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you'd just be bones.
Bones.
Yeah.
Bones. And at number 4?
Number 4, I would go with insects.
Insects?
Yeah.
Any insect in particular? I mean, you can't say Spider-Man because you just now said you'd be Spider-Man.
I was just about to say spiders.
You probably mean like one of Australia's big giant tarantulas or something.
Yeah, something like that. What did Spider-Man get bitten by? Wasn't it a false widow?
No, it was like a laboratory-growing nuclear spider or something.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would take getting bitten by that if I ended up with his powers, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. And at number 3?
Number 3, I would go with ginger hair.
Ginger hair is in your top 5 fears.
Yep.
What do you mean, like Highland cow style?
Yeah, exactly.
So what would you do if your hair suddenly went like that?
I would probably rush to Superdrug to get my hair dyed.
Right, okay. So if Superdrug are watching and would like to sponsor our podcast, My 11-Year-Old Thoughts, they are very welcome to. And at number 2, DManKins?
Let's go with heights.
What do you mean heights? You like going in airplanes and flying and stuff?
No, I mean like when you're like on the edge of the building, like your feet tingle.
Oh, yeah, I do watch some of these videos with people doing like free jumping and hanging off the edge, and my knees sometimes go like jelly.
Yeah.
What about number 1?
Number 1. Oh, let's go. Oh, woman.
Women. Women. You're 11 years old. You sound like you're a man who's been divorced about 3 times.
Woman.
What do you mean, women?
Well, I'm not really scared of like woman in general. It's like approaching woman, you know?
Oh, so you've not got the guts to go up to a HG and say, "Can I have your number?"
Exactly.
So the last couple of weeks we've done joke of the week.
Yep.
And in the first time we done this, we done mama jokes.
Yeah.
They went down well with the listeners, and then last week we done snow jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this week I think we're going to go with knock-knock jokes.
Ooh, knock-knock jokes.
Do you know any good knock-knock jokes?
I know a really good one.
Well, I'm going to start with...
All right.
So, DManKins, knock-knock.
Who's there?
No bell.
No bell who?
No bell. That's why I knocked.
Okay.
What about your one? Tell me your one.
All right. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Cash.
Cashew.
No thanks. I prefer peanuts.
I get it.
Yep.
I'm sure you know better than that.
What?
We'll have to do a poll and see what the listeners think, which was the best of the 2.
Mine.
So last week we done a story, and we done a story the week before that.
Yep.
And they got some really good reviews. I mean, I particularly enjoyed your story about Percy the Penguin.
That was so cool. Yeah.
Mum, the lucky Mrs. T, she thought it was really good.
Yep.
Have you got a story this week?
Yes, I do. I did. I read it quite a few weeks ago now.
Is it good?
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So all these stories you tell us are like true.
They're all true. Yeah.
Go on then, start off with this one.
All right. So, let me take you back to 1942.
Back to the Second World War.
Yep.
Is this Germany? We do like to give Germany a good bashing in our podcasts.
No, it's not. It's not Germany this time.
No? Who is it this time?
It's Poland.
Poland?
Yep.
Tell me about Poland then.
So it was about some Polish soldiers in World War II, and they encountered a young boy with a bear cub.
Like what? Like a grizzly bear?
Yeah, and they decided to adopt it, and they named it a Yochek.
Named him Yochek.
Yep.
So there's a group of Polish soldiers in war time on their travels, and they've adopted a bear cub.
Yep.
So what did they feed this bear cub?
They fed it like fruit, milk, that kind of stuff, and honey as well. Honey.
Honey? What, like Paddington Bear?
I thought Paddington ate marmalade.
Oh yeah, he liked marmalade sandwiches. I was getting muddled up.
Okay. And soon, over time, he became one of the lads.
So he became one of the lads?
Yeah. So, like, by lads, I mean, like, he started to mimic the soldiers.
Right.
So, like, basically, he would drinking coffee in the morning. He would even be drinking beer, which was his favourite drink.
Beer? The bear was drinking beer?
No, the bear was drinking beer, cool dad.
Right. Okay.
Yes. All right, so, not to mention, he was even having a cigarette or two. Like, literally.
So this is unbelievable.
It's true.
You're pulling my leg.
No,
so
no.
this bear has joined the army.
Yes.
And he's having coffee for breakfast.
Coffee for breakfast.
Beer. And that's his favourite drink.
And it's his favourite drink.
And he's smoking a cigarette or two.
Yes. And then one day, the Polish troops were assigned to fight with the British army at the Battle of Monte Cassino.
Right, that is a battle I have heard of. I think this was in Italy.
Yeah.
So did the bear go off to battle?
Well, originally, it couldn't, no. But what they did is they trained it to march, salute, and then in the end, he got drafted into the army, and he was now promoted to be, like, classed as Private Wojciech.
So this bear that was a cub has been brought up by the army, and he's now joined the army, and he's called Private Wojciech.
Literally.
So the Polish army and the bear went off to battle.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
So then he would like carry the heavy ammunition, and it's even been rumored that another soldier like got injured like really badly in the battle, and Wojciech ran into the battlefield, picked him up, and brought him to safety.
Wojciech ran into a battle, rescued one of his soldiers, and carried him to safety.
Yeah, you would think he would like eat him because he's a bear.
Unbelievable.
But like, yeah.
Then what happened?
Then he got promoted to Corporal Wojciech.
So he's Corporal Wojciech.
Yep.
From Private Wojciech.
Yep.
He's on the payroll. So what about the other soldiers who like were privates and didn't get promoted?
They were just...
Did they have a marmalade sandwich?
Probably. So at the end of the war, some of the Polish soldiers were offered home in Scotland.
Scotland?
Yeah.
Oh. So let me get this right. He was a bear cub in the middle of the war. He joined the Polish army. He was one of the lads drinking coffee, beer and smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Went to war, won a battle and ended up in Scotland.
Yes.
That's a bit unlucky.
Oh no.
No, not really, Scotland listeners.
Oh, yeah,
I like Scotland. I've been to Scotland a couple of times. It's one of my most favourite places.
I actually threw up in Scotland.
Yes, but that might have been my driving.
It really was. Alright, anyway, so Wojciech went to live on a base in the Scottish borders.
Yeah.
And then when that closed, he moved to Edinburgh Zoo.
Edinburgh Zoo?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But then he died in 1963.
Well, he had a good life for a bear.
Yeah,
very interesting.
He did, and here's the fact: there's now a statue of him in Scotland. Yeah.
Wow. This story is just like unbelievable.
Yeah. So.
Are you sure it's true?
It's true.
I'm going to Google this.
No, it's definitely true. You can go Google it. Your viewers, go Google it. It's true.
And that concludes episode 4 of My 11-Year-Old Thoughts, Phobia. How did you find this week's episode, DManKins?
This episode was really fun. I really enjoyed talking about Wojciech and the bear.
Yeah, that was cool. That's an unbelievable story.
Yeah, what did you enjoy?
I particularly liked your answers for my top 5 fears. They made me laugh.
Yeah, I mean, that's what made it to the title, and especially woman as well, huh? And
Well, it's bye from me, Cool Dad.
And it's bye from DManKins.